Hello! So it is September 29th, 2020. It's about 2:30 p.m. and I've actually finished most of my homework for this week. Obviously I had my 2 classes today. Before my classes, I finished my marketing homework that's due on Thursday. And then afterward, which was like 45 minutes ago, I just finished my 2 assignments that are due tomorrow for my 2 operations classes. Both of them, well, the first one was pretty easy. The second one, I completely guessed my way through it. But like, there was no information for me to try to actually figure it out. So we're just going with guesses. So yeah, now all I have is strategy that's due on Thursday, but there's a lot of reading for that. So I do want to start it today. But it's also National Coffee Day. So Dunkin' Donuts is giving free coffee with any purchase. So I think I'm gonna just get like a donut because that's $1, and then get my free medium iced coffee. So I got my coffee. So it is now 5:40 and I've been doing notes for about 2 hours. I've done about $120 worth, so pretty well, honestly. I'm now boiling up some water so I can make some spaghetti. I'm gonna put some matun on it, and then I made chicken yesterday. I cut some up and just toss it in there. So yeah, not really that like the hunger's starting to come in. So I'm gonna do that. I'm probably will continue to do a little bit more notes. I'm gonna give myself a break right now because I've been doing it for a while. But yeah, it's about 2 minutes after that last clip, not even, and the hunger has really set in now. I think the like prospect of actually making food has made me hungry. So the good thing is spaghetti doesn't take long. The bad thing is boiling water takes freaking forever. So voila, with some tomatoes. I'm actually so hungry right now, like I feel shaky, so perfect timing. Hello, it is October 2nd. Today is Friday. I just got back from skating / gym.
You both did so well today. So tough. Like that backward skating, look at how good that was.
Thank you. Almost hearing me music, but I just wanted to document this sweater. Can you see it? This is my Jonas Brothers one that I got from the concert. It was the best thing ever. I was thriving when I went to that in London too. Oh, I miss being in London. So ignore the laundry. I literally never put laundry away, but I am wearing these ballet slipper shoe kind of things. Mom and Miriam hate them, but I am obsessed. Like, I'm so obsessed that I never wear shoes in the house, and I'm wearing them because I wanted to wear them and go on a walk, but it's raining, so I'm not gonna do that to these shoes. But I wanted to have them on. Oh, I love them. They're so cute. I have no balance. I could never be a ballerina. But yeah. Also, quick PSA. This apartment, although great in many ways, has god awful lighting. God awful, especially when the weather is a lot worse. It's just dark and like disgusting in here. I do have that light and then that light, so like that's what's brightening it up a little bit right now, but it's still quite dark. I could turn on the hallway light and the kitchen light, but I don't want to. Plus those two don't really help that much, but it's just so dark in here all the time. So I kind of just want to talk about what's going on right now, because I know in the future when I look back at these, I think it's gonna be really important to talk about it. And it's been not even a week since Azerbaijan attacked Armenia, and now Turkey's involved, and hopefully, you know, Russia will get involved and help Armenia out, because Turkey's helping Azerbaijan out, and that's 100 million people against 3 million. Like, there's no support there. There's no way Armenia is going to be able to make anything out of it. And, you know, Israel's giving them weapons, and I think at first it was kind of more like I was posting about it, obviously, to let everyone know. And it's kind of, you know, affected me, but at the same time it didn't, because, you know, I'm not there. And usually when I'm not experiencing stuff firsthand, it doesn't really affect me that much. But I think recently, like within these past couple of days, posting about it and seeing everyone, like non-Armenians, not all my non-Armenian friends, look at them and then just keep going about their lives like nothing happened. Not a single repost has happened. It's kind of just like, so when something happens to your people, I'm supposed to care. But when it's my people and there's a genuine genocide going on, and literally it's like the Holocaust but with Armenians, it's not a problem. And I think it's really starting to affect me now. Like, Erica just texted me this paragraph, but I think, and Bea messaged me, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and they didn't message me until after I went onto social media and I basically called friends out. I was like, so y'all go with what society says, but all of my non-Armenian friends have ignored the situation and no one cares enough. Everyone just wants to say they're the good guys, but no one actually wants to put the work out. And it sucks to know that, like, friends don't really care, or they'll say they care, but like I know it's not about posting, but in this day and age it's so important because US hasn't made any coverage on it, so it's kind of like the only way people who don't have Armenian friends or don't follow Armenians like Kim Kardashian are gonna know about it. And all these people I went to like high school with that I probably aren't friends anymore, but like we're good associates, we're like kind of friendly and stuff, they're always going off about social rights. Obviously they support Hispanic rights because they're Hispanic, makes sense. They all support, you know, LGBT rights and Black Lives Matter. But I feel like this entire situation has just made me realize they only support these things because that's what the US society supports. They don't actually support it. I feel like, what have they thought to themselves? They support Black Lives Matter because all of the US supports Black Lives Matter, whereas the US has no coverage of the Middle East. When Israel took over Palestine and wiped Palestine off the map, once I found out about it, I posted about it, but no one else seemed to care. Same way now, no one else cares that a genocide's happening because it's the Middle East, and the US doesn't care about the Middle East. And I feel like I knew that, but I figured these people I went to high school with that I was so close with would at the very least care because they knew me, you know, which first of all isn't right. You should care even if you don't know someone from that group, but like they knew me, so I figured they'd put a little bit of effort in, but it's just like no one cares. And I feel like that really started to like hit me earlier today. And then when Erica texted me, I was just kind of like, it's just, until people are called out, they don't care. And even being called out, they don't care. People still don't care, and they're not gonna care until Armenia's off the map too. So even then, they probably won't care because it's not affecting them. So it's just my little breakdown. We'll see what happens. It's October 2nd. The war started September 27th, so it's been a few days. We'll see when it ends. Hopefully soon. Hopefully Armenians do well. We're doing all sorts of donations, but Mom has done $1,000 in donations. But I don't know. We'll see. I just real quickly wanted to come on and say I am not mad at any of like my good friends like Bea and Erica and stuff. I feel like that little clip just made it sound like I'm mad at them. I'm not. I'm glad they reached out. It was just, I think, having people like not care. It's just when they did reach out, I was like, oh my god, finally someone is reaching out, kind of thing. So it made it sound like I'm mad at them. I'm not mad at them. It's like the opposite. I'm happy that they reached out. Hello. So it is October 3rd, and I went today, got my nails done. Finally, she was doing them, and she was putting the black on, and I realized, the color is nice and all, but I never feel completely myself until I have black. Like, it makes me so happy. She took so long though. She put like 5 coats on. I don't know why, but it was great. And then I took a lift to Sevan Bakery, to the Armenian store, which I thought it was Armenian, but I was asking, I was like, can you get me coffee? She was like, what? I was like, coffee. She was like, coffee? I was like, yes, Armenian coffee. So, not gonna lie, she kind of looked Turkish. So it might be like a mix kind of store, because the man working there and the like older woman working there looked Armenian. So anyway, I went there and I picked up some stuff. Picked up some of this. I don't know how it's gonna taste, but I want some, so hopefully it tastes good. Picked up some lavash because I have paneer. Never been able to eat it with my tribe because I didn't have lavash. Picked up some coffee from Mariam. I'm hoping that's the same type as the ones we use in LA, because they didn't have like, I couldn't say Colombian because they were like, oh, do you want medium or dark roast? I was like, I don't know. But whatever. And I picked up a jazba for her. Again, I asked for a jazba. They were sitting right there. I was like, the thing you make coffee with. So I don't know. And then just more matun because I'm running out, more tea and stuff like that, and some of these crackers. I was literally sitting in front of the store, like I was papasats in front of the store, waiting for my lift to come pick me up, just eating these. Now the best part about today so far, it was hilarious. So my Lyft driver picks me up. His name is Manuel. He's Portuguese, and I know he's Portuguese because when I sat down, he was like, Nelly, where are you from? I was like, oh, Armenia. And then I was like, specifically Los Angeles, but like my family's from Armenia. She's like, oh, Nelly's a very Portuguese Spanish name. And then we got into it. I was like, yeah, people think I'm Hispanic all the time, blah blah blah. And then he goes, Nelly, do you have a boyfriend? And he's like an older man. He's maybe like dad's age, maybe a bit older. He's like, do you have a boyfriend? I was like, no. He goes, why not? I'm like, because I don't like anyone. He goes, oh, no boys in Boston. I'm like, no boys in Boston. And then you can see, like the, he didn't do that, but you could see it on his face. That's what he meant. I was like, oh my god, he kind of reminds me of like family. And then he was like, oh, but you have friends. And I was like, yeah, I have friends. He goes, you know what I mean by friends. You have friends, right? And I realized he meant you have friends with benefits. I was like, okay. I didn't answer, so technically I didn't lie. He was like, how long since you had a boyfriend? I didn't want to tell him I've never had one because I could already tell he was gonna bring some other spiel up with that. So I was like, a while, which isn't a lie because 6 months could be a while, 21 years could be a while. It's all relative. So I was like, a while. But then he was just like, and then we went back to talk about like Armenian stuff. But he was so entertaining. Oh, I lied. He went, oh, like I had told him that I go to BU. He goes, are there a lot of gays at BU? I was like, what? He goes, yeah, one time I had this girl and I asked her the boyfriend question and she was like, how am I supposed to have a boyfriend when they're all gay at BU? I was like, not at the business school. He goes, yeah. So I wondered if there's a lot of gays. I'm like, I don't think so, but like definitely not at the business school. So yeah, it was just a very entertaining conversation. I usually don't like talking to my Lyft drivers, but this was fun. I really liked him too. He told me that there's a lot of Portuguese in South Boston and in New Jersey. So that's interesting information. He dropped me off and he's like, maybe I'll see you again. I was like, well, you know my address, so that's likely. But please don't stalk me. But honestly, he was such a cool guy. I really liked him. Good morning. So it is pretty late. It's 11:30 already. I woke up at 11, so missed my gym time again. From now on, I'm gonna be booking those at like 5 o'clock, like the latest time they have, so that I can get my stuff done during the day. Because I'm gonna sit down like that right now and do homework because I had completely ignored that responsibility all weekend. I did one assignment yesterday, but it's definitely not good enough. I have 3 due on Monday, so. And one of them is a forum post that I have to present, so I have to have it done. I'm gonna start with that. I'm doing it right now. I need to read up on the articles to see if I can actually write it out, but I think I already have my topic. So we'll see. Oh, and I'm wearing the same shirt I've been wearing all weekend. I'm wearing the same jeans I've been wearing all weekend because they're still clean, because I'm a clean person. And yeah, no other excuse. I'm gonna take a shower today, so like I'll end up changing, but for now we're rocking the exact same outfit. But yeah, right now I just need to get some homework done. I need to do at least 2 assignments because I have 3 due tomorrow, so I did 1 yesterday, 2 today. Then I'll finish that off, and then I can start with the ones due with the rest of the week. Yeah. Actually, I just remembered I applied to BookBub yesterday for their rotational program for next year. It's so sad that I have like 0 faith in myself for any job, that I'm like, probably not gonna get it. It's just, I wish I had more like faith in myself to get jobs, but I think it's because I have no experience in like anything. And I'm like, why is anyone gonna want me, you know? But yeah, so I've only applied to that so far because all the other programs I'm looking at, they seem too QM focused, and I did not pay attention to QM. I don't know any of that stuff. I don't know. Again, it's like that thing hitting me, like, you're not good enough, they're not gonna want you kind of thing. You're not gonna be able to do it. But yeah, I think also part of the problem is a lot of these are for companies that are very just stuff that I'm not interested in, whereas like BookBub has that huge creative side because it's a whole book recommendation site. So I don't know. And my post is up. It's called Indie Bookshops Amid the Pandemic. It's right here. I wrote it out. So yeah, now that that's done, finally, I feel like this will be a fun discussion, even though probably most people won't participate, but that's okay. I just made some tea with some biscuits. Then I don't know. I might just go on to work on another assignment right now. Start getting assignments done because I need to. But also, I looked up my assignments due next week because Miriam had an Nondor coming this next weekend. And, you know, I want to get them done before they come. You know, because I'm not going to be able to do homework while they're here. And I only have like 3-ish assignments. I say that because one of them, I'm not even sure if it's considered an assignment. So I have a question mark next to it. And then I have 2 assignments for sure. And then 1 just study for the quiz, which is fine. Well, technically kind of 2 study for the quiz. And a group like thing that's due. But like technically I only have like 2 homework assignments. And then maybe like the group thing. Because the quiz I can study for the night before, so it'll all be fine. But yeah, my period has officially started. It was a couple days late, but it's officially started, and the cramps have kicked in. Oh, it hurts so bad. But yeah, I'm sitting right now, I'm doing some notes and watching Golden Girls. But these cramps are really starting to distract me. I do need to do that other homework assignment that I said I was gonna do that I never did. So yeah, I might give myself a break in a little bit to move on to that, and then I'll come back to this. But then it's also such a beautiful day outside, so maybe I'll give myself a break from this and go for a walk, and then I'll do the homework assignment. Yep. It is now 7:30 and I still haven't done my last assignment that's due tomorrow, which is my OS assignment. It's actually my first class and I haven't done the assignment for it yet. So I need to bunker down and do that. I did do my core run, so I finished reading a chapter of this. I'm about 65% of the way through it, so I'm making my way through. I've been reading this for so long. And then in general, on Thursday, I started Mistborn and I'm only 140 pages in. That is so short compared to like how I normally read. Normally I read like around 100 pages a day. I've been lucky to get like through 1 chapter each time, so it's going really slowly. I would like to at least finish part 1 today, so that's just like 40 pages. So we'll see if I can get to that. But it's hard because I've been in a slump for so long that I haven't necessarily gotten out of it yet. I was trying to get myself out of it. But yeah, I don't think it's working very well. But yeah, I did shower, so that's nice. So it is now 9:30 and I just submitted my OS homework. I don't know if I did it right. It was basically calculating NPV on Excel because we had to turn in the Excel spreadsheet as well. But I feel like it didn't give me enough information to calculate NPV. So I mean, I made it work. But also I kind of made the stuff up. So I can't wait for class tomorrow so he can explain it. This is really starting to get on my nerves. He'll explain all of it after you turn in your homework. And I'm like, how am I supposed to do the homework? Like, that's... Like, I understand how they do it. They're like, oh, try to learn on your own, do the homework, and then we'll go over it. But, like, what am I paying you $60,000 for? I'm not paying that much, but, like, what am I paying all this money for if you're gonna wait until after I fuck up on the homework to be like, this is how you do it? And I'm sure, like, most people in the class probably know how to do it, but I am not most people, so I need to be taught first, please. But yeah, I was supposed to do that shit 2 hours ago and I kept pushing it off. But I did apply. I applied to 1 internship for sure. And I asked, like, when do you want to do it? So I put fall 2020 or spring 2021. We'll see. I feel like I applied to something else too, but I don't remember. So maybe I didn't. I don't remember. But yeah. Also, I've only had... I don't remember what it's called. I'm gonna check right now. pulling this out of the trash can. The Zahatar bread. Like, basically, oh crap, I just got thyme all over the ground. The bread that Monashata used to make me doesn't taste as good as hers, obviously, but I had that with like tomatoes. But other than that, all I've had today were biscuits and the Dunkers with my coffee. That's it. So I should eat something. Problem is, I don't know what to eat. And now I need to clean this ground because I got thyme everywhere. But yeah. I need to stop saying but yeah. I've realized now that I say it all the frickin' time.
Texas?
As someone who...
So my prom post went really well today. Like, a lot of people were participating. It was so much fun. I honestly wasn't expecting it. But like, people's hands started going up and everyone had like something to say. And then he ended up using mine because apparently like someone else also presented today, but he ended up using my topic as like the basis of like the rest of the class. So everything we went over, he was like, oh, so let's pretend it's a bookshop and this, that, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that was exciting. It was so fun too because, you know, book stories, I love them. So yeah.